Hi, I'm Evan, and I have a very, very big problem.
Donuts are great. Jelly filled are my favorite.
How you doing? My name's Evan, and for anyone new to the channel, welcome! And for people who stuck around, thank you for your patience. I've been caught up with work and getting overwhelmed with college schoolwork. 10 out of 10 would recommend. But I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes in my absence, so stay tuned if you'd like to watch friends fail at drawing anime characters. Anyway, as you all know, I'm a gamer, and also a very big nerd. And I've been thinking about all the old games that I used to play, my favorite ones that I'd grown up with, which made me curious as to where all those old consoles ended up. So I started the search in my garage for my old stuff. After a little while of searching the boxes that were stored away from different moves, I eventually found one box in particular. It had all my old consoles in it, like my Wii U, which was mainly used for party games when I had friends over to play Smash Bros. Or Mario Party in Nintendo Land. The game was so fun. I also found my old Xbox 360, which was used to play several old classics like Modern Warfare 2, Minecraft, and of course, the Arkham series. But I eventually did find my favorite handheld device growing up, my 3DS. I had spent hundreds of hours on my DS, playing a multitude of different games. I would often bring it to school to play Mario Kart, and we'd race with each other, you know, as normal kids do when they play Mario Kart, and we'd even bet on them too, to see who would get extra Smucker PB&J sandwiches. Fuck, those things are so good. Look at them. Among other things, I also found a Ziploc bag with all my old games in it. Some of them, like Paper Mario Sticker Star and Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. And within it, I found my favorite game to play on the 3DS. Pokémon Omega Ruby. I can't even tell you how much I love this game. It was a gift from a friend, basically. Whenever he got both copies of Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire for his birthday, he gave it to me because he didn't want to play both. And I did play it. A lot. The world practically vanished every time I played this game. My friend and I played this game a lot, and we'd often check on each other's progress and talk about which gym battles we went through to see who was further in the game. I would win some and I'd also lose some to him, but it was always fun getting to see each other's progress. Whenever we did eventually beat the game, I still remember trading legendaries to each other to try out and complete our Pokedexes even further. We would often battle and help each other when we found different spots for evolution stones or TMs. It was such a good time for me. After looking back, I decided to plop the game into the DS, and I started playing it again for the first time in years. And I've had a blast with it. Restarting the game and picking the best starter in Omega Ruby, Mudkip. And it led to me being interested in the game series again, even though I have less time and also less energy, mainly because of college. However, the story takes a turn. A horrible one I can't seem to turn my back on. I dug myself deeper in a hole that got deeper and deeper, and I won't be able to climb out of anytime soon because of my poor financial decisions. Thank you. I'm here all night, folks. All right, yeah? Okay. I'm sorry. My last video is about why Minecraft was so nostalgic for me. Check it out if you haven't already, but essentially, I'm the byproduct of if you give an impulsive adult a bit of cash and make him feel nostalgic for a game series he really enjoyed when he was way younger. And he also notices an old collection of DS games. I'm about to lose all my money, aren't I? Yes. Essentially, upon viewing a video from Facebook Jesus, Charlie, about how Nintendo has been shutting down emulators. SpongeBob? And you might be saying, but Evan, this is a known fact that's been happening for a very long time. Look at Pal World and all the other Pokemon fan games. And while yes, that's true, and this also isn't new information, they've been cracking down on them for a while along with other games getting lawsuits. And of course, while there are still emulators that allow you to play the older games, I wanted to get them as collectibles and playable games that I could play whenever I'd want to. And it's also legal, so Nintendo, you can't get me. And after a few short weeks, I could proudly say I've lost so much money. But at least I have a few games to show for it. Howdy y'all. This is a video that I'm making. It's a bit impromptu, but essentially I don't want to use my Logitech. Mainly because it's got lower graphic fidelity, I guess. But I still wanted to show you the Pokemon games that I do have and have collected. First off, let me show you my old DS. This is the one that I found again. This is the first one that I've ever played, right? As you can see, it's got some mileage on it. This is tape right here. This tape was actually like the only thing holding this thing together. It's dead, so I can't really show you, but I have, holy shit, it's on. We'll scratch the whole thing about it being dead. I guess it's still on. I'm planning on getting Fire Red, because this is Pokemon Red. I'm gonna get Fire Red because I have a normal DS that has like it's a Game Boy Light or DS Lite, so it has the Game Boy Advanced like cartridge plug-in thingy. So I'm eventually gonna work on the GBA games, but for now I'll have to work with the DS remakes and this virtual console thing on the 3DS. Anyway, I also have Heart Gold, which costed like $1.50. I don't know if you can see this, but fuck, I had to sell my unborn children in order to afford it. And that's a problem you'll kind of get as you kind of collect, I guess, older games, is that they get raised to astronomical prices just so you can make some money off of it, because they don't make it anymore. So, I mean, if you want an authentic copy, you have to put some money in, which is what my problem is right now. Also, I have Pokemon Omega Ruby. This is the copy that my friend got me. I'm going to be talking about in the video, or that I did talk about. I'm not sure when I'm placing this in, but yeah, this is the original copy. So this thing was from like whenever I was in, I guess, 4th grade, 5th grade, somewhere around there. Yeah, good stuff. Recently, I also got Pokemon Alpha Sapphire because I was like, I really like Kyogre. I like thunderstorms, and you know, the floods were pretty cool. That sounds really bad out of context, but I mean is like, if you've played the games, you understand the difference between the events between Groudon and Kyogre, so I don't need to explain this further. Platinum version that I got on Amazon. It's a fake. A lot of these DS games, the Pokemon one specifically, have black cartridges for the DS versions. This one's gray. And I looked at it and got it tested and figured out that it was a fake, and which explains a lot since it kept crashing and deleting all my information. So, that's a thing that can happen, and I wasted a good amount of money on that. But, whatever, I guess. Maybe it could be a DS issue and it is real. No clue. Okay, here's Pokemon White. I got this one along with the other haul, and I'm super happy that I got this one. I said that Omega Ruby was the first game that I technically played, but that's not exactly true. The first game I ever did play was Black, I think, and it was a long time ago. It was right whenever I was in 1st grade or something, and a friend of mine in my old school just let me play it on his DS. It was pretty sick, and I liked the game, but I didn't really own it and didn't really play it more than just kind of what he gave to me as like, here, I'm playing it right now. Play it for a little bit, and I was like, it's pretty cool, but didn't really own it. First ever game was Omega Ruby that I owned and fully beat, so pretty good. I also bought this version, I guess on Amazon as well. It was actually a Japanese copy. I don't know if you saw, but it says Pokémon White. So I can't play it because it's in Japanese. So I don't speak it really well. So also have X and, well, not Y, but I have X because I like Xranius more than Yveltal. So there's that too. And I have both copies of Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun. Yeah, I'm cool. Whatever. I have Pokemon Violet and also Sword and Shield. Not on this one, but there's another Switch upstairs, and that is where that is. So I have basically a Pokemon game from every generation, except for Platinum, or I guess every region, except for Platinum, and I need to get that still. I'm still looking for it. And also still looking for Fire Red, which I did find a copy of, but I just can't afford it right now. So I'm hoping that it's still there, or I'm going to cry. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys get back to the video. I'm gonna have to cut this down a lot because this is already over half the length of the video, so. Oh no. Okay. I may not have fully completed my goal to collect them all, but I've still made a good amount of progress, okay? Leave me alone. But you may be asking, why did you do this? And to that, I say I'm not really sure what compelled me to make the rash decision to drop 2 paychecks from my part-time job in an effort to buy the games, some of which I haven't even played. You see, I guess the truth is, I kind of just panicked. The concept of lost media has really made me feel anxious. There's things I don't want to miss out on, and things I would like to experience in my limited time. People, places, movies, games, you name it. I think if I'm going to be truly honest with myself, the idea of not being able to experience everything whenever I want frightens me. Let me tell you a story. There's a show I watched. It's called Erased, and it was one of the very first anime series I ever watched. It's about a failed mangaka who goes back in time to prevent the murders of a serial killer that plagued his town when he was a kid. It kind of goes over how he felt guilty about not preventing it, so he tries his best to, with a second chance. Anyways, it was a show on Netflix, and I loved it. Sure, it has its problems, but I had a very good time watching it. Then midway through the season, the dreadful "leaving soon" came up. It made me worried that I wasn't going to have access to the show unless I tried really hard, or risk getting some suspicious looking ads on certain sites. But I think it instilled the fear of me never getting to experience it as easily as before. Long story short, this is ultimately a game series that started in the 90s, and I will never forget the feelings that I had while watching the anime. Looking at Ash grow and caring for his Pokemon, and the core memories I made with my sisters as I watched this show with them every Saturday morning, were the feelings that I had when I first started playing the games as an 8-year-old kid. I'll never forget picking my very first starter for the first time. A partner you were going to be with and watch grow up and grow stronger with you. The gym battles to test your prowess. The feeling of accidentally knocking out a legendary without you knowing you weren't going to be able to encounter them again. Or even the memory that I have of catching my favorite Pokemon, Rayquaza, with a quick ball, the first one I threw. Or even just the grand scale idea of a small kid standing up to a massive evil organization, leveraging their power to reign over citizens and Pokemon and taking them down with your teammates that you had grown with, eventually convincing the leader to stop. The feeling of battling the Elite Four, a gauntlet that tests your ability and knowledge in an ultimate test. Once succeeding, you can finally confront your rival who has had a superiority complex over you for the whole journey, finally overthrowing him and becoming the champion. Something else that really stuck with me was the friends that I made while playing these games, chatting about our teams and trading a Haunter for a Gengar or any other stupid evolutionary trade. I really enjoyed exploring the new regions and learning the lore and history of them. Getting to meet super cool characters where you get to experience their stories and watch their arcs as they grow. Or even the feelings I had of wonder and elation while using the Eon Flute for the first time, with the music that felt like wonder personified as I soared above the Hoenn region. I want to be able to experience them. It's truly a game series that has been important to me, and it really helped cheer me up after school or any personal trouble that I had. And yeah, while it sucks losing all my money, I would gladly do it again, to relive the memories and make new ones that the younger version of me couldn't due to a lack of money. I'll get to experience the wonder for the first time again with the new games that I got. But I can't buy them right now, because I kind of don't have money anymore. So I guess nothing's changed. You know what? Fuck it. Scrap this whole video. Doesn't even make sense anymore. Anyway, I'm even more broke now than ever, so. If you watched till the end, please let me know what your favorite Pokemon game is, or which starter is your favorite. Which ones did you pick? Are there any stories around this game that you'd like to tell or even share? If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to get notified when I upload a new video, and also check out my other videos too if you like my style of content. Like I said in the video, I did make a Minecraft video, so if you're into that game, I recommend checking that out as well. Anyways, thank you guys for your time. Hope you have a good day. Deuces.
SpongeBob?